All right, I'm here to do Apex Legends Mmmph tier list. Like the Dead by Daylight one, I don't get too much of a view of these characters, so I have them pulled up on my other monitor here. And the first one I'm looking at here is Bangalore, who is kind of lacking, honestly. I don't see really anything interesting about this character whatsoever. I would hesitate to put them in depleted because of it, just on the first one I'm looking at. But generally, there doesn't appear to be anything interesting about Bangalore. On to this next one is Bloodhound, which is a lot more interesting, but is definitely I don't think too good. While there's a lot going on, and I appreciate the color scheme they got going, and you'd be surprised just having things have good color schemes, but they definitely seem like the animal hunter thing, but the gas mask really doesn't work. It really doesn't work, and it really looks like it's trying too hard. I'm only gonna put it in okay because it's better than the other one that I hesitated to even put in lacking. Um, I don't get too much interesting out of it. You know what they look like? They look like just a random bandit enemy from another more interesting game. Caustic, um, I like the theming on this one a lot. Although inherently it's kind I think it's okay. I think you could improve the oomph of this a lot. And what'll be weird is because I was just complaining about okay, I think if he was in full hazmat suit, he would be a lot better and a lot more interesting. But the fact they have to reveal part of his face here, I don't like that. And it kind of goes against all the safety equipment he already has going. I would have preferred him in a full hazmat suit. Crypto is next, and I'm not judging it based on the name, although this does look like a League of Legends Valorant character, where they are trying way too hard to be cool. And I hate that, and that you are depleted. You are visually uninteresting, but you're given bright colors and a bunch of technology, and you got all these necklaces and shit, and you got your gamer jacket on. It looks like a gamer character in the worst way possible. Fuse is next. This character reminds me of the comedian from Watchmen, which already puts him better than a lot of the other ones. Although I don't think anything here is too unique, and neither would I say the comedian from Watchmen is all that unique either. Um, I think a lot of his design elements make sense here, although not too interesting. I am going to put you in solid just because of what this tier list is. I think it's better than Caustic and this other beast guy, but I don't think. I think I'll have to rearrange this at the end. Gibraltar. Um. Okay, so Gibraltar is your generic looking shield guy, except there's a bunch of print on his jacket. It's very small detail, but it looks like Pacific Island stuff. I don't want to say a specific culture within there, but it reminds me of like Samoan tattoos. I don't know if these are Samoan specifically, but this is already more interesting, but I think it's only okay. I think there is it's the very tiny details in this that are interesting. Overall, though, you do look kind of boring, but it does save you. Horizon is the next one. Um, not bad actually, but not particularly good either. I like this like baby blue kind of like minty green color scheme. I really like the color scheme. They look like a medic basically. I don't know if they are a medic or not, but that's irrelevant. Definitely more scientific. Definitely a lot more interesting and on the solid tier of characters I've seen here. Lifeline is next, and this is bad. This is bad. This is definitely lacking. It's almost on the gamer tier, but this is where it's, well, what are the youth like? And they try to make something fit like the youth. Not a fan. Definitely not a fan. Okay, on to the next one. Loba, I don't know who this character is. I just know people cosplay them a lot, and I don't like the character. But overall, I think it's okay. I think it's okay, and from what I'm aware of Apex Legends, I don't like it within Apex Legends. But if this was like, Loba could work in something less heavily armored, is the way I look at it. Yeah, mostly that. If Apex, I mean, yeah, if it's less heavily armored thing and it's more of like a Hitman kind of thing. I'm trying to think of a game that it would work in. I can't think off the top of my head though. But I don't think Loba's bad. I just don't think it works that well for Apex Legends. Mad Maggie is next. Are they even on this list? I don't think so. They're the newest one. Sorry, Mad Maggie's not on the list, but they definitely look lacking. Mirage, is that who's next? Yeah, this is Mirage. This is the Shocker. This is Spider-Man the Shocker. I'm sorry. Shocker was the worst. Absolute lacking. You look like a ripoff of a shitty Spider-Man villain. And I don't get it. I don't get much about this design. Octane? That's who's next? Alright, Octane. This is the Junkrat of the game. And I'm not the biggest fan of it. Although, I think the fact is he doesn't have any legs. And these are like clearly prosthetics. I think that's a nice touch. I think the fact that we can clearly see like his mask just has these painted on teeth is a lot more interesting than if his mask was purely the teeth. Like it's a functional gas mask that has like crudely drawn paint on. I think this is honestly in the solid tier of character designs here. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him having this weird crop top, but there's definitely worse here. Next, Pathfinder. This is robot guy. Oh, yo, this is Chappie from the movie Chappie. This is a robot, and it is not particularly interesting robot, but it's not inherently a bad robot either. It's just there. It's okay. I definitely like give it a more interesting because it's just another humanoid robot, but it's got at least like a better head than most I'd see. Although the one eye thing is kind of popular. Rampart. That's the next one. This little girl with big gun. Rampart is at least okay. I want to justify more to say solid so I can say better things about this, but I don't really think I can. I think what's there is fine. You could definitely do better with it, though. Okay. On to this next one, Revenant. Oh, here's the edgy guy. This is a worse version. Fucking Chappie in the last one was better. Holy fuck, is this one trying so hard to be cool? This is knockoff Overwatch Reaper, and Reaper isn't good. Almost this dude's almost depleted. Although I will give him a bit of credit for some things. Like I do like the consistent color scheming, although red is technically always the edgy color, but I think that's fine. I think it being kind of this real scrawny robot also is fine, making it a bit more distinct. It's not depleted, but it's almost. Seer is the next one. Yo, is this Lil Nas X? Lil Nas X IRL has Mmmph. I don't know if Seer has Mmmph. What's it with this crop tops again? I look at this character and I don't get anything from it. They're honestly on par with the other characters complaining about lack of armor with. Where I look at the character and I don't get anything from them. Like there's color scheme there. There's definitely design work that goes into it, but I don't get anything about them personally. I don't know what this character does just by looking at it, and I think that's part of some Mmmph. I definitely think that's part of some Mmmph. I don't know what Seer is supposed to be. Valkyrie is one of the better ones here, I think. Interesting wings. You got essentially like a flight suit and some rocket boots. This one definitely makes a lot more sense than a lot of others. Not quite Mmmph. I think if you really wanted to have some Mmmph, I legitimately think a pilot hat, like an old school like flight hat, would add a lot of Mmmph to this. Maybe in the purple that accents a lot of the body, but having a bunch of armor and then your head completely exposed feels kind of a bit lopsided and a bit forced. Watson is next. Now Watson definitely seems like my type of character. I'm gonna say they're solid, but that one may be a bit biased. I don't quite think they have Mmmph to it, although I do like the design a lot, actually. I think this is my favorite character design so far in Apex Legends, but I don't get much Mmmph out of them except for this weird thing they're sitting on, but I don't think that inherently gives it to the character, though. I'm gonna go next here, and this is Wraith. Interdimensional. This character's in every goddamn like game now. There's a Valorant agent who looks identical to this. Oh god, I can't stand it. They look so generic. I straight up I don't know who this last character is. Hold on, they're not on EA's website. Apex Legends characters? Who is that one? They're not on the website. Ash. Okay, they're the first one on this damn list, okay? Ash. We have a robot from the Talos Principle here. Honestly, a lot more intriguing. It's got this like stone cold face. Typical humanoid robot body. I'm not too big a fan of. Knife legs is interesting. I think you're definitely the best robot, so you're gonna go into solid. And I'm gonna move this one down to lacking because I think they belong there. What was their name? Bangalore. It was just so boring, especially compared to everything else that's lacking. And there you have it. There's the Apex Legends tier list. There wasn't too many characters to talk about, and I didn't really want to just speed through it. I thought giving a bit more explanations, especially if I'm pulling stuff up on my other monitor. This is a tier list. No Mmmph in Apex Legends. No Mmmph. And I will stand by that. Not giving Mmmph out just because there has to be. I don't think there has to be. If there's no Mmmph, there's no Mmmph. Although the closest to Mmmph is definitely the character whose name Watson. Watson is the closest to Mmmph. Definitely with some tweaks to the solid characters, I think you could give them Mmmph tier. Until the next one. Peace.